Good morning. We are going early today because I have a lot to do. A lot to do today. And it's dark and rainy. And so I'm ready to start crocheting. Going to be making a double thick pot holder with this. It's called Twisted Cotton. It's in our school colors. Well, green. We are silver, green, and black. So that's what we're going for. Still working on getting set up. And waiting for some people to come in. That would be silly to invite myself to co-host. Hello, good morning. Get my tech to cooperate. Okay, gotta turn the sound all the way down or we're gonna have an echo. Okay, there we go. I think I'm ready. Let's see if we can find the center. I've got this phone holder pulled way down. Let me see if I can zoom out. I never do it right. I always zoom in and then try to zoom out. It doesn't give me much space. There we go. To maneuver with, I'm pulling things from the left or pulling things from the right instead of zooming in and out. And they don't give you a lot of space on a phone screen to maneuver. All right, this is bumpy yarn. It kind of does this thick and thin twisty thing. But right now we're just looking for the end. It's in here somewhere. Without getting a knot. Did I just tie it in a knot? Nope. Okay. All right, scooch over. I already made a couple of scrubbies. I need to find some green scrubby yarn that I will put on the back and then do another round on the outside so that you have a good edge for scrubbing. And a dishcloth. And it's very ridgy. So I will be making a whole set out of this. So welcome. Thank you for joining. Feel free to tap that screen. I'm going to make this a little longer in case I want to go back through and fortify the starting edge because this is going to be in the way. It's going to annoy me. But we'll deal the best we can. So we're going to chain. Now the pattern I followed had me chain 41 and that came out huge. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it is a cotton blend, I believe. Let me see if it's, yep, 69% cotton and 31% acrylic. So now, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, whoop, 20. If you get on one of those bumps, they don't go in there very good. 21, 22, 23. Ugh. Come here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's pretty big. 31, 32, 33, 34, and 34 sound pretty good. I don't need it to be humongous, but I want it to be bigger than I did. So, going into the one loop on the side, and we're going to go around and kind of make a pouch. So 2, just single crochet all the way back down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't twist your starting chain. You can't go around it. You got it all twisted up. Did I say 9, 10? Let's check. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We'll go with that. I don't really need to count because as long as I go in every stitch, it's not going to mess it up. It'll be fine. This is one of the annoying things about cotton yarn is it twists. It's really weird. See, it gets all twisted up on itself like this. Very, very annoying. Hello, good morning. Thank you for asking. I am going to make a double thick pot holder. And what's cool about this is it's so quick. Somewhere on social media, I posted one I made yesterday in just a couple hours, maybe, if that long. It's a little fiddly to start. To work into one side of the chain. Then when you get to the end, I'm sorry, I totally forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb. At least I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. I got a new light. In the end here, I'm going to put 2. This is the only time we'll put 2, but I'm going to put it in the other side here. So it's in the same stitch, but it's on one side of the stitch and then on the other. Now, I left this long so that if I want to go back and work through this middle, because it always seems very gappy to me. Now we're going to work back down the other side, the other half of the chains, single crochets. There. See how big the holes are? Can you see there? Anyway, it's double thick. It works really fast. It's kind of made like a pouch. And I've been wanting to get this yarn used. I've already made a dishcloth and a couple of scrubbies that I need to add the scrubby yarn to. Almost missed that one. It's a little fiddly to start, and this yarn is a little bit fiddly with the bumps on it, but they make really good scrubbing ridges. And since they're using our school colors, I will probably keep them. I need more kitchen items so that I can just toss them in the wash and reset. So different sets and different colors would be nice to have. Good morning, welcome in. Feel free to share the live. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, make sure we're in the right spot here. There we go. Don't want to get too tight right off the bat. So pull up a nice loop to fit through. Once I have a better grip on it, I can yank and tug on it more. Keep this tail out of the way. I wanted it long for a reason, but it's got to stay out of the road. When I get further along, you'll be able to see how it sort of looks like a pouch. And we'll have to get all the way to the end to see how you finish. Now, I need a stitch marker so that I know when I've finished a row. I want this big one because the little ones are super annoying trying to get through the stitch. They're not flexible enough. Okay. That way I know I've ended a round, which doesn't really matter when you get to the end, so. Alright, I'm sorry. Staying in camera. You can see how you could fly through it in a day. Good morning, welcome in. Making a double thick pot holder with this bumpy cotton blend. and you don't do any more increases. You just keep crocheting around using single crochets, an H hook, and I'm not really allowed to tell you the name or the brand or the yarn, but I got it on clearance, so I expect it is discontinued. Yeah, it was. You probably can't buy it anymore, but it was made by that King of the Jungle company. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. Looks like the sun is coming up, but it's still pretty dark outside. I'm on the opposite side of the house, so in the shady part. It doesn't get real bright and sunny in here till about 6 when the sun is flaring right through the window. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying. It seems big, but it's going to kind of come like this. You'll see when we get further along. Right, get this tail over here. Get these fuzzies out of here. It's not a real exciting make, but it's something I've had on the back burner for a while. And I promise I will get back to the Hexicardi. Soon. It's kind of angled a little this way, so I need to kind of stay over to the side. But I try to bring interesting content. Oh. And the things I need to get done, I can't really just run out the door so early. So I decided I should go live. And visit with you lovely people for a little while this morning. I have my coffee over there, but I haven't finished my starter drink of the day. So it's waiting patiently. Are ya? Cool. I already made one. A dishcloth, actually, because this is bumpy, so it's really good. It's got this nice ridge. I can't tell for sure exactly what I did. This could just be half double, just to make it nice and dense. But yeah, the corners curl, but I'm okay with that. Now I'm making a matching pot holder, and I made 2 little rounds to turn into scrubbies. And I will put the scratchy scrubby yarn on the back as soon as I get some in a matching color, and then do another edge so it has a good scrubbing edge on it. So I'm kind of making myself a whole set. There we go, stay in. I put that down right in front of me where I'm looking at it, I might not forget to put it back. There we go. And basically this is the pattern. Just go round and round and round. And I have more 100% cotton yarn that I have made some other things with. And then it kind of got put aside because cotton yarn is a whole different animal to work with. But I also make a towel holder. It has a strap to wrap around the oven handle, and then a ring to put the towel through, and so it doesn't slide off of the bar and fall on the floor, because that is so irritating. When you're trying to cook and your towel that you're trying to keep your hands clean and your surface clean with keeps falling on the floor. When I don't notice it falling on the floor, I think I'm stepping on a cat. So I'm yelling at the towel I stepped on to get out from under my feet. So a matching towel holder would be awesome. Hey, come here. Hate when it does that under my finger. Gets all balled up. So basically, you can kind of see. I can't get the whole thing in here. I am zoomed out. See how far up we can go, and you can still see it. Almost. It's kind of forming a pouch like this, which is how it's worked. It'll have to be bigger to see. That's gonna annoy me. Get up, get up, get up. How you fold it to finish it. Get the tail out of the way. Get back up here. Ah, the little green fuzzies falling off everywhere. Okay. Next one, and we're just gonna keep going around and around. And I will hang out here and crochet. For a while. So thank you for hanging out, sticking around. One of the things on my list today is to go sort my finished objects. Oh, come here. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for the follow, and please feel free to share it. Share the live, tap the screen. I don't expect people to give gifts because they want money for them. So free taps are fine with me. The more people I bring, the more people that stay, the more TikTok will reward me. So your presence, a few taps, it's really all I need. Can you hear that? I'm pulling the yarn out and it's hitting the table. Sounds like rain. Okay, we are back. This is technically the last stitch of the round. Come here. There we go. But we just keep going round and round and round. We just kind of need to know we completed a round. Now I'm getting to where I can't see what I'm working on. I'm getting better at this, though. The crocheting and staying on screen, as long as I can see what I'm doing. Hello, good morning, welcome. I'm making a double thick pot holder with this green and white cotton acrylic blend. It's getting all twisty. So, whoops. There we go. So, good morning. Any other crocheters in here? Feel free to post, comment. Let me know what you're working on. I would tell you what I'm working on besides this, but it's a long list. It hasn't really been cold here, so big blankets are difficult to work on. You can end up underneath them and you get hot. I make little hats, big hats, medium hats for quick projects to get that completion satisfaction feeling. This is another quick project. Ooh, I lost my tension because it twisted up under my finger. Ah! Come back here. Come here. I would go up a hook size, but I'm afraid that the finished project would be so large. It'd be more like a wall decoration than a hot pad. There, you can see how it's kind of pouching. So it will be like this, or technically like this. This will be the double thickness. If I don't run out, I may have to reduce the size. Let me see if I can read the amount. Oh yeah, it's nice and big on there. It is 98 yards. I think the one I did yesterday, the little tiny skein was, or cake, was 64 yards, I think. I don't have that here right now. But it was a little bit smaller. Oh, now, come on. Don't bite me. Stay on screen. See, the little bumps don't go under the hook like they should. Which makes me miss grabbing. There we go. Try to get in between them instead of directly on them, but hello, welcome. Welcome in. Feel free to tap that screen. That helps TikTok know that you like what I'm doing and that you're interested and you would like to see it more. Making a double thick potholder. Sorry about that. Trying not to sniffle while I'm on, but that's one thing. The cough drops help keep the sinuses clear for sure. I would like to think that the new moisture that we're getting would help with the dryness in my throat, but I doubt it. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about? I'm open. I don't mind discussing other things besides crocheting. If you're just here to watch the crocheting, that's fine. This one is pretty simple. It's just single crochet, which is go under 2, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. And that's kind of it. You just go in every stitch. Just look for the little hole underneath the V. See if you can see. Can you see the V? Get up here more. The further up here I am, the more I got a duck under my phone to look. Ah! Come here, you. Don't be a baby. There we go. Good morning. Welcome. How is everybody today? Got a little loose there. Check and see how long we've been working. That's a nice thing about doing the lives too. is I get a there it is, 35 minutes. A lot of glare on the screen. I get a check of how long it takes me to get somewhere. There we go. Now, it seems really long, but it's not going to go this way. It's going to go kind of this way. So it will be smaller than it seems right now. Oh, hello. Good morning. Welcome in. If I sit up real tall, I can see. Oh, thank you for the repost. That was sweet. Sue, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, back to work. Not really work, but you know. Back to the task at hand. Get up here. If I get over to the side a little bit. There we go. I can see better too. Thank you for joining. Goodness, hello, hello, hello. The names are just flying by. Good morning. Yeah, another clump. Catching in my hands. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. Look at that. Look at that hole. Make sure I can't read the label or I'll get in trouble. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Do I have any other creators in here? Other content creators? I think I have a small amount of this yarn left, but I've already used a lot of it. So if I run out making this, I'm going to have to scrap it and make it a little smaller. I think it seems like more yarn than it is because of the bumps. Ah, come back here. Here we go. It makes me have to move a lot more to get the stitches made. Right there where I can see you. Otherwise, out of sight, out of mind. There we go. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We are making a double thick pot holder. Maybe, if I don't run out of yarn. If I do have to scrap it, I will come back and I don't know, make a comment, make a post about it. Did I overestimated how much yarn, how far it would go? Usually when I start working with a discontinued yarn that's been in my stash for a long time, which I wish yarn manufacturers would understand how much yarn we have to work through before we can go buy more, because they make a new product, they put it out on the shelves, and we furiously work through what we already have so that we can go buy some more, and then they discontinue it, and it's very frustrating. I don't know how long a product life they have, but they need to understand it takes us a little bit to find their new product. And it's very upsetting when they discontinue when you just found it. But then sometimes when I get out a yarn, kind of like this, I don't know if you can see very well how bumpy it is. It's got big bumps twisted in here, and yeah, it's difficult to work with, so I can understand why people didn't want it, or it didn't last very long, because it was already discontinued by the time I found it on clearance. So but honestly, I don't think they let their products have a chance, really. Which is why I have so much yarn, because now I'm afraid they're going to discontinue it before I get to it. And when I get to it and decide what I want to make with it, I don't have enough, and I can't get any more. That's very frustrating. And then there's some that's just so pretty, you just want to buy all of it. But we don't have space. We also have other people around us saying, don't you have enough yarn? Why are you buying more? They don't understand. Buying yarn and fiber arts are two completely different hobbies. I have, on multiple occasions, shared the meme that says, no, you're just completely not even considering how much yarn I left in the store. You know, take that into account. Think about how much I left behind instead of how much I brought home. Good morning. Welcome in. Don't forget to tap that screen. Tell TikTok how much you love me. Tell TikTok they should appreciate me and push me out to everybody who wants to see. Oy. I am kind of getting tired of this. It's straining on my arms. Good morning. Hello. How is everybody today? I went out to get something from my car very early this morning, and it was just downpouring. That was completely unexpected. I had to go back and put on my thick-soled slippers. They're slippers, but they kind of look like little hiking boots. Because I was wearing slides and I didn't want to step in puddles. There we go. And get my toes wet. Just to run to the car. Oh, I totally missed that one. There we go. So we are making a double thick pot holder. Thank you for hanging around. I apologize if you've heard me say this 10 times already. And you work it in rounds around your starting chain until it forms a pouch. And then you kind of hold it sideways. And it almost looks like a corner to corner when you're done with it. I should have brought the one I made yesterday with me, but I did not. And well, if I get on early in the morning, I'll make it tomorrow. Saturday, probably not. There's a tournament. It is an all-day tournament. It is a rescheduling from the last time we had weather. And it's being rescheduled to a day we're gonna probably have more weather. So Saturdays are difficult. Everybody's home usually. Everybody wants things like food and where's my stuff. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, sorry. I bonked you. It's part of the problem of having the camera so low over my hands. I'm not sure if our game tomorrow is home or away. It just takes longer to get to and from if it's away. The games don't take less time or more time. Just getting there and getting back takes longer. So I have to leave earlier. No, I want that over there on the other side. Out of the way. The fuzzies and the wrinkles. There we go. But if I get all the way up, because that is completely dependent on how well I slept the night before, I can come in the morning like I am now. I'm trying to see, none of my gadgets have a visible clock. Minimize that and see. And still no clock. No, nobody wants to update you. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find out what time it is. Is it almost 9? That's awesome. I may stay and just keep going because, I'm a crocheter. It's what we do. But feel free to share, follow. That would be awesome. The more followers you have, the more TikTok pushes your stuff out. I don't know if saying TikTok more often or less often is better. Now, I don't know if the algorithm wants me to talk about it or not. But I appreciate you all being here, watching me single crochet round and round and round with this lumpy bumpy yarn. Yep. I don't know where you would be able to find any of this if there was any still around. I'm a very stubborn person. If I was less stubborn, I probably would have thrown this yarn away, which I imagine people probably did, which is probably why it's discontinued. But I don't kind of like, it's called homespun. I've made some things with it. I don't think I actually have anything currently. My son really liked it. I made him a hat and I think maybe a scarf with some, I've got a sweater in my closet. Fits my mannequin. It was a lot of work, so I'm not certain what I want to do with it. But most people really dislike it. It's difficult to work with. But I like it. I think it's really pretty and it's fluffy and soft and fuzzy. And I don't really find it that difficult to work with. I think this stuff is more difficult because I have to work so hard to grab it and pull it through. Go over there. I would not recommend the yarn to anybody, so probably why it was discontinued. But you can do this with any cotton yarn or cotton blend. Now it is going to be a pot holder, and I don't really use them on hot things, like mostly pot handles, things like that. I use things that are less likely to cause me to drop the thing I'm picking up for out of the oven stuff, like silicone grippies, things like that. I will use for oven stuff. This would be more for something that might be hot or that I don't want to touch for an extended amount of time. Does that bother you? Because it bothers me that it's clumping up into a big ball under my hand. Well, we're getting further than I was thinking, but the person whose pattern I watched a video of, I'm not real good at watching YouTube videos. I tend to pause, then skip ahead, then pause. You know, it's like you tell me to single or to chain 41, and I will pause you and go chain that 41 and then come back so that I can then speed through what you say next, or speed through you chaining the 41 in your video. But my videos, when I save them, sorry, oh, it might be time to get some breakfast. My stomach's growling. And I just download my videos and chuck them out there. So however you want to watch them is just fine by me. If you want to put them on 5 speed, go right ahead. But the video that I watched for this pattern, it said to chain a specific amount, which would make this very, very large. And then do a specific number of rows. And she didn't specify why that I know. I'm not saying she didn't, I'm saying I didn't hear it. If she did. Certain number of rows to chains, ratio, or anything like that. So it's just a guess for how big I need to get. Because I think I did like 34. I don't know, I'm not even counting. I have a stitch marker to tell me when I'm at the end of a round, which means that it has the same number of stitches all the way. I'm gonna crack open my coffee, a can of coffee. And that will hush my stomach up a little bit. It does not go well with the cherry cough drops. They do not make my coffee taste better. Alright, I will see you when we get to the end of this round, if it's big enough to show you what I mean by how to fold it. I don't know if you can hear that. That bothers me, that sound. It should flow. But it doesn't. It's like clunk. Clunk. Putting a bit of a strain on my shoulder. It's not the top of my shoulder where it usually is, but the back of my shoulder. Sorry if you heard that. Stomach is gurgling. I don't know if that means it likes the coffee or dislikes it. The brain likes the coffee. So that's who we aim to please around here. Don't worry much about what the stomach has to say. Good morning. Oh, congratulations, Messy Bun Mom. Level 3 in my fan club. Are you here? I didn't even see you. Oh, you sent a heart me. Thank you. Bless you. I appreciate that so much. You are so sweet. Oh, whoop whoop. I was whooping way too much at the basketball game the other night. Can you hear my gravelly throat? Oh, join your fan club for 1 month. That is awesome. I haven't hardly even been doing this more than a month. I think like around Thanksgiving, I started doing lives, because I had to make sure my kids were home to be noisy while I tried to do this. I'm so glad they're back in school, but I hate having to get up early. I feel like I just fell asleep and the alarm goes off and I gotta go get kids moving, and they're good about it. They don't protest, like they used to when they were little. Thank you. But I don't know. They just don't jump up and run around like I think they should. Right? Right? And that's why I'm always watching you, because I am in my downtime late at night trying to scroll myself to sleep so that I can get up in the morning again. We are, right? Right? It's too noisy around here on the weekends. And, okay, let's see. I already did that. I forgot. Because Messy Bud Mom is here and I got excited. Okay, you can kind of see, now that the whole thing is in, it's going to go like this. And these will come together. And when these come together, then I will run a seam these sides together, and it will make a square. And it's very cute. And I put a little chain loop on it. And, I have a nice double thick pot holder. See, it's thick like this. It's squishy. But because this is a blend, it will probably just hang on my wall as decoration. And a reminder of how hard this lumpy, bumpy yarn is to work with. I got to, this is why I might be going the other direction to pick up that small amount of groceries that I need, because I can go one way that's a little shorter and doesn't have that big H store. I can go the other way. It's about 5 minutes, 10 minutes longer to get there. But then I can pick up the green scrubby yarn to put on this other side of these to make scrubbies. And I already made a dishcloth. I'm thinking I did half doubles because I see a line in here. But it's a cotton blend, which makes it hard to work with. And you add these little bumps in, and I just have to pull on it so hard. So, where did we get to? I know, right? But see, you don't like yarn shopping. I love yarn shopping. Love it. And my Big H store doesn't even have that big of a section anymore. And plus, they have so much other stuff. I'm always buying kitchen things because the baking section is like always on sale. They always have markdowns in that section. And then I have to go hide that stuff because I don't have anywhere in the kitchen to put it that it can't be seen that I bought more stuff. It's like, yeah. That store is like my Achilles heel. Okay. Big drink. See, I think you would love yarn shopping. I know. And my daughter is totally into, she's a senior, and she's totally into Bluey. So that's what I got her for Christmas. They had a whole section of Bluey. Can I say Bluey without getting in trouble, or is that restricted too? Anyway. So yeah, I buy her all kinds of Bluey stuff. I'm big on Stitch. Okay. So I will do a little bit more so you can see how hard you have to, I have to miss the bumps with the hook. And then I have to yeet them through. And it slows. And I'm afraid I'm not going to make it to the end with what I got here. I got some of this in blue. I think I got one in blue. Where it's the same white, but the color accent is blue. But do you see how hard I have to pull? It's like, I know, right? I think it's a bigger kid thing. It's kind of a, can I say CULT? It's like, I don't know. I thought it was a little odd because she was a big Peppa Pig kid when she was little. And I found out why. Peppa's mean. She picks on everybody, especially Pop. But anyway, see, this is where I'm at. I'm running out. Am I going to make it? Am I going to get this whole thing almost there and then have to scrap it and start over? But I'm kind of done for the day. I've got to get going. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you for the tapping and the likes. And I may or may not make it tomorrow. I don't know. It's hard to commit to getting up early. But it's the staying up. I get up early, but then sometimes I go back to sleep. And knowing I may have to drive, I'm trying to think. I think if we are playing away, which I think we are, it's a long, boring drive. Like an hour, a little more, just to get to the games. And then sitting through a minimum of 3 games, I think. And then driving all the way home. I don't know. That's what makes me want to go back to bed in the mornings. But if I come back tomorrow, I hope you'll join me. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for the likes. And I can actually... La 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 la. Because I am also in the live. Don't tell the algorithm. I can tap my own screen. Bye. Thank you.